So, what's your rate? It's a tricky question for an online worker. And if hindi ka ready to answer, then you might end up in a place that is unfavorable to you. Ayoko naman mangyari yan to you or to me. So, what if we can skillfully navigate this conversation? We'll answer that in this video. Just a disclaimer, this is based on my experience and realizations from working 9 years online. So just take what you think can work for you as well and discard the unnecessary stuff. Feel free to disagree or even suggest better ways that have worked for you. I encourage you to share your ideas in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the question of the day, what's your rate? How do you answer this typically? Diba? Mag-imagine ka kung ano yung work rate mo dati, ano yung rate mo ngayon, mag-research ka sa online jobs, tingin ka sa Upwork, and then eventually you find this one number for you. Whether it be $3, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, up to $15, even $20, you have that one number in mind. But to create the opportunity to earn 20 to 30% more than this number in mind, this is the one simple technique that I suggest. Instead of giving one fixed number, provide a range. For example, 5 to 8 US dollars, 8 to 12, 10 to 15, something like that. Why do this? It shows that you can adjust reasonably, you're pleasant to work with, but at the same time, the way you position is the lowest number is close to what you actually want, while the highest number is your ideal at that time. So example, yung number sa mind mo is 5 USD. Ang sasagutin mo is 4 to 8 ang range, 'di ba? Or if you're aiming for 10, try requesting 9 to 14 USD per hour. Or if you're absolutely more experienced, start with the absolute minimum. Kung 5 talaga yung minimum mo, then sabihin mo gusto ko 5 to 8 US. 'Di ba? This style immediately opens you up to a growth opportunity. The market will respond and either confirm your price, or perhaps you can get a bit more just as you have opened up in the opportunity. This happens if you're undervaluing yourself. Or kung masyadong mataas yung tingin mo sa sarili mo, then you will be humbled and you can come back to reality. Win-win! Now, if they take the highest in the range, now they really believe in you and they really believe in this relationship. They are rare gems and you need to take very good care of these people. It can be a very good business relationship that will transform your entire life. And if you're as good as you think you are, it will transform their life as well. Kung ano man yung sagot doon sa offer mo, whether it's at the lowest number, the midpoint, or the highest number, I think the first thing that you need to say is thank you. Kasi diba, somebody believed in you. Somebody believes in this relationship. Especially kung newbie ka pa. Accept it for what it is. Kasi diba, kahit anong number dun sa range na yun, okay yun sa'yo. Yung minimum is the one you like, and then anywhere on top of that is already a bonus. So, congratulations. Now, it's time to deliver the goods. That's the simple answer to the question. Shout out to my lovely wife who suggested this insightful topic. Now, I have a few more points around the pricing conversation that I think you might like too. If you're still starting out, it would be good to have a soft agreement on when it's good to reopen the salary/retainer/rate conversation. Typically, it can be 3, 6, or 12 months around that timing. And then when that time comes, then you have the permission already to just knock on the door and ask again. Now, I think this can also work with project-based work. Like, for example, say, 500 US yung price mo for a package. Sabihin mo, I range from 500 to 800 US. I've never actually tried it, but I'm just suggesting that it might work and it's worth a try. I mean, what have you got to lose? The client mo, I can't lose this client. Oo nga naman, diba? But just don't be greedy. Be reasonable, be close to reality, and also open that opportunity for your client. Mindset shift tayo. Balansihin natin. We're not just asking for more money. We're contributing a lot through our work. At least I hope you are. And so we're giving our clients the opportunity to say thank you and appreciate us and sustain us so that we can continue contributing to their business, they can continue growing and focusing on more high-level tasks, earning more money, and then growing the business again, opening the opportunity once again for you to earn more. It's a win-win situation. You grow together. So reframe your perspective. You're not just an employee that receives a paycheck and gets this task done. Sure, you're efficient and everything, you're great, but you are also a co-creator of the outcome. Kung ano man ang mangyari dito sa business relationship na to, whether good or bad, and I hope it's good, you contributed to that. But before you even try to apply these tips and techniques, make sure to be sincere. Not just in the mind, like it has to come from your heart and it flows out from there. If you are sincere with your work, you care about your client, you care about their business and the results that they get, they will feel it, they will understand, and they will see you as an advocate for them, their business. Diba kahit tayo nga, pag ma-feel natin na merong parang something wrong with a relationship na parang ginagamit lang tayo, ganyan, ayaw natin yun. However, if you really invest in a relationship and really give it your all while you're there, hindi mo talaga maiwasan. The truth will always come out. And kung ano man yung tinanim mo, with all the sincerity of your heart and connecting it to your actions, then yun din yung maaari mong ma-harvest in the future. Going a bit further, if you're still starting out, then of course, maganda na lagyan mo ng mga 3 to 5 major points na nandun sa job description, parang sinamarize mo lang tapos nakalagay dun sa email mo kasama nung conversation about the rate. Para ma-remind yung reader kung ano ba talaga yung binabayaran niya, di ba? It's good to clarify what the trade-off is. Now, if you're 6 months or 1 year into it, it would be good to put some major milestones that you have achieved together in that span of time to remind them of all the good that you've done together. Siyempre, meron din yung mga palpak, right? Pero siguro wag mo na isali. So if you've made it this far and you're liking this conversation, consider subscribing. Consider putting a comment down below so we can learn from each other. Another point, remember, you are getting paid to sustain your services. So never be afraid to bill on time. This is ethical and is the right thing to do. Baliktarin natin yung perspective. It's actually in our clients' best interest to sustain the services that we offer to them. Ang galing mo nga, pero stressed ka kasi wala pa yung sweldo, di ba? Paano yun? Na absolute worst case is they give you an absolute no. In that case, then move on. It's just not the right fit. What can you learn from this situation? Now, if it's already an existing relationship, then you can say, I understand. I'm still going to continue providing you good quality service and value. Would 3 months down the road be a better time to reopen this conversation? Question mark. Diba? So, andyan pa din yung opportunity later on. Maybe it's not a hard no, it's just a not now. Like most things in life, there are no hard and fast fixed rules. It requires a lot of soft skill to be able to get to this point. Well, that's why we're in this video, right? Because we're developing this together. Okay, ito naman guys, point sa frequency of payment. Sanay tayo dito sa Philippines na monthly yung payments. Let's say every 15th and 30th, ganun, diba? Personally, I realized that I don't like that system as much because sometimes mas mahaba yung mga days, sometimes shorter, and it creates a bit of stress, especially in those longer months. Kailangan ko pa intayin ng mas matagal yung pera. Tapos kailangan ko na, diba? So what I suggest is a better approach is to count by week. For example, yung billing mo is every week, kung makaya. Pero ang mas ideal talaga is every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks. To me, every 2 weeks is the best. I suggest you gently talk about the future at least once a week or every quarter. Sabihin nyo lang na, I'm looking forward to the next quarter ahead. I'm excited for this, that. So it gives your client the idea na you're looking at that future with them as well. Hindi yung parang natakot sila kasi baka aalis ka na or whatever and then it creates more problems for them than it solves, right? So kind of telegraph that you're in there for the short term, next week, next month, and also for the longer term, like the next 3 to 6 months. And last but not the least, buckle up because this point is really good. It's not just what you do, it's who you serve. Think about it, guys. Same task, same skill, but you're offering it to a low-earning small business, for example. So kahit pa ang galing-galing nyo, hindi lang talaga nila kaya bayaran yung skills nyo. Pero kung i-offer mo yung same package na yun to a mid or to a larger earning business, then they are in the position to pay you much more and to see that value. And this opportunity opens much more if you have direct contact with the founder or the owner of the business. The people you know will determine the direction you go. The relationship levels matters a lot. Flip it around. If you were in their place, would you hire you? Bawa, ikaw yung may-ari ng business, i-hire mo ba yung sarili mo as an employee? This is a difficult question to answer, but it does give you some perspective on things. It does bring you a bit back to reality. Now, if ako ang employer, I would like to get a bit of a multiple on what I'm putting into this relationship. For example na lang, $1,000 yung nalalagay ko. So at the very least, I need to get about 1,100 to 1,200 in value back from what I'm putting in. If you're giving back a factor of 1.5, then it will be very hard to let you go. If you're giving me back a factor of double the value of what I'm putting in, then I will fight to keep you and I will give you the highest recommendations. And on the contractor's end, it's much, much easier to ask for a higher range at the time of reevaluation. So I hope you are closer now to pricing your services more accurately and ethically while having that growth opportunity. If you enjoyed these ideas as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.